Hey everyone, Sketch Card Hive here. How are you doing today? I'm so happy you're here, hanging out with me. Yes, I was missing in action yesterday. All these amazing videos went up, Watch Me Open, Spidey Jew, everybody was just on top of it talking about X-Men Metal. So today, as you can see on the screen, I'm going to talk about how Epack works and functions, just briefly, as well as some strategies for you for collecting X-Men Metal. So hopefully you enjoy that. I got a little bit of a checklist over here of things we can go through and discuss on the website. Some of you might be new to this process and the chaos that shall ensue very quickly. So first things first, right? What's Epack? So you're going to see me look at my notes constantly, so sorry about that. If you have comments or anything you want to ask, please put in the comments in here, and this will be about a 30-minute video, and at the end I'll just go through all the comments. Now, Epack is interesting. It is a place where you can buy both digital and physical cards through their platform. When you buy the physical cards through their platform, you can have them shipped to you. Now, what does that mean? Not everything you buy on Upper Deck Epack will always be physical. This is an important discussion when we're talking about X-Men Metal. Yes, there are physical cards to get of X-Men Metal on Upper Deck Epack today. It should launch mid-afternoon or early afternoon. I don't know for sure, but that's kind of been what's happened in the past. So hopefully they stay true to that and it gets released around that noonish. So hopefully that happens. So I'm going to walk you through Epack. Again, it's a place where you can buy cards digitally and get them shipped to you physically. There's a way to tell if a card is all digital, all physical. So let's go ahead and take a look at X-Men Metal quickly. Yo, what's up, Adam? Let's take a look at X-Men Metal. So this is the most important thing, this header right here. Okay, this is your shop options, your collect, your trade, your connect. Now, connect is where you can go the entertainment form if you're looking at Marvel cards and type in, hey, I'm looking for this. This is also where you find your friends list, your block list, Message Center, and leaderboards. Leaderboards is part of Pack Wars and other features on here that I don't use too often, but I will dive into on a later date. The other super helpful thing under Connect is the help feature. Frequently asked questions, tutorials, contact us. So this is where you can get all your helpful stuff needed once you're done watching this video. Don't skip ahead. Just kidding. So you have that Connect there. So let's go to the shop. Well, first things first, right? We have a new product that's going to be on the website. So the smartest thing for you to do is go to the news section here and see if they've announced it, which they have. So we can read more here, and there you go. Tells you it's going to be released today on the 13th. The incredible 100 card digital base set and 100 card base set high series card featuring some most popular Marvel X-Men characters. I'm going to talk more about what they mean when they say digital base set. Okay, in previous sets, what they have done is where you would collect cards, and some of the cards in the pack would be physical and some would be digital. The digital cards, however, if you stack them and you get maybe 10 of the same character of the base card, you can combine them and get a physical card that was not released in the physical product, that you could only get on Upper Deck Epack. A lot of you are saying, well, why would I put money on a digital base? Truth is this happened with Fleer Ultra Spider-Man. Some cards that you get through Epack only are extremely rare and difficult to find. And not to say any of this stuff, FOMO, super expensive. It's not. There are things that will be expensive here, but I'll explain in a second. There's going to be certain achievements on Upper Deck Epack that you can get by buying into X-Men Metal on Upper Deck Epack. And that's kind of what you want to be aware of and what we're going to talk about today. This says a variety of parallels, blah, blah, blah. If you watched Watch Me Open or Spidey Jew or any of this stuff, you already know all this stuff. So we're going to deep dive into here. Let's actually look at the layout of the product and also see what the specifics are in terms of what comes in the pack. So here we go. 1 Palladium, 2 Grandiose Parallel per box on average, number of premium inserts, right? Opportunity to complete sets to earn exciting Upper Deck Epack exclusive achievements. This is the real important thing here. And the fact that you can trade. So we're going to go ahead and look at this section here. So what I do is I go to shop, and I think my cat's trying to get in the house. Come here, cat. So you go to collect, and you go down to product checklist. Now in product checklist, you want to go to Marvel, and then you have this thing here. Now this is really important in your major checklist. Now I want to divert your attention here. This die basically shows you what you see on the back of a box and pretty much your odds for all the cards, as you can see here. And metalloids, periodics are on the list. They're not secret. They weren't a mistake. They're just standard cards. That's a subset of the purely periodic, just so everybody knows. It tells you what your hits are, the numbers, all that kind of good stuff. Okay. Packs may contain cards released in previous Upper Deck products. Yeah, because Upper Deck released a physical product, and this is the digital and physical product to get physical exclusive cards on Epack. So that's why that's there. Okay, so we got that. This is always interesting too. So make sure you read that. That's pretty cool. The next little icon that's very, very small is Epack. Now, this is the important stuff. Collect and combine 10 copies of any individual 2020 Marvel X-Men Metal Universe digital base set or base set high series card. So there's going to be both digital base and high series cards on Upper Deck Epack. To receive Epack exclusive blue parallel of that card with the ability to have that card physically mailed to you. Let me repeat. In the pack, you will get an assortment of physical and digital cards. The digital cards can be combined to get the physical exclusive card, the blue parallel. I know, it's a bit of a weird thing to think about, but trust me, this is going to become important to you if you're rainbowing a character, if you're trying to set complete, if you go on CompC after this or are looking for good deals. This is something important. Collect and combine 10 copies of any individual 2020 Marvel X-Men Metal Universe blue parallel or a blue parallel high series. So you have 10 so let's say we do a card. Let's say Gambit base set card, right? We got 10 copies of the digital base set Gambit. We combine it, we get the blue. We're like, all right, we're sitting pretty. Now, this is crazy. If you get 10 of those blues, right, and you stack them, you combine them, so those cards most likely are going to vanish, similar to Flair Ultra Spider-Man, vanish back into the system, and instead you will receive a black parallel of that card with the ability to have the physical card mailed to you. Okay? So, just so everyone's clear, if you get 10 copies of a base card, let's say Gambit, you'll get the blue parallel of Gambit. And then all of a sudden you're like, well, I was able to do 10 combinations of each digital base card. So that's 10, 10, 100, right? And then combining all those copies gets you the black parallel. Now, we don't know what these look like yet. They might look really awesome. So this might drive people kind of crazy. I did this on Flair Ultra Spider-Man where I was hunting Spot, and it's a lot of work. So I don't know how fast this set will sell out. Probably won't sell out as fast because of these digital combinations. So people might be hunting this for a while. I don't know. Be sure to check out the achievement pairing for regarding additional achievement awards. There are other achievement awards. What's the benefit of Epack? You're not paying high box prices on Dave and Adams, Steel City, and all these other ripoff places that are selling a product that was sold to them for $200 for $400 just based on hype. Yes, I said it. So what? Here, you'll be able to buy this product, both physical and digital cards. I don't know how much it's going to cost. Maybe $230, $260. I don't know. That might be too high. I don't know. I highly doubt it's going to be anywhere near the physical cards that are the boxes that you can buy now on eBay. Pretty sure it's going to be a lot lower. But you are going to get a mix of physical and digital cards here. So my advice would be buy one box, see how you do, buy one pack every once in a while. It just depends what you want to go for, which we'll talk about soon enough. Let's go to this checklist here. This is your best friend. This is where you kind of play, right? You should be looking at this list and seeing what you can do here. So these two would be digital, right? That means, yeah, these two should be digital. The gold should be physical. The grandiose is physical. The pink is physical. The gems are physical, the purples are physical, the blue parallels physical, and you get the blue by combining 10 of the base. You get the high series blue by combining 10 base high series cards. And then the blacks are the same. Now we do have something interesting, printing plate booklet achievements. That's similar to anime, and it looks like it's going to be a booklet achievement similar to Black Diamond. So that should be pretty interesting and expensive. They did one for the base and the high series, makes total sense. Palladium, Blast Furnace, pretty much everything else you get in the physical release. The Metalloids are there, so they are on the checklist, so you guys know. Comic cuts are here. There's a cover 16-piece puzzle achievement. That's crazy cool. So it'd be interesting to see how we can get that. I don't know what this gold is, but that's pretty cool too. Buybacks are in here. Etch sketch cards, 2 pieces, 3 pieces, 4 pieces. So by Michael Watson. So there's only one person you get a 4-piece from, which is Michael Watson. Maybe only one 4-piece, not sure. But we'll come back to that. But that looks like the checklist there. So basically what will happen is you go to buy packs and you will see it pop up here on this board. And if you get a little confused, just go straight to Marvel and you can avoid all the other crap and just enjoy Marvel products. You buy it, you have the option of a pack, a box, a case. So you can go right through there, buy it. Now, what's important about buying a box and a case, this is digital, you have case odds and you have box odds. So you're guaranteed something per box, you're guaranteed something per case. So by doing one or those two things, you're playing the odds, you're not risking it by just going pack. Sometimes that pays off, sometimes it doesn't. I've heard different things. Don't overpay for this, obviously. You want to try this out, and there are some tips and strategies to getting these cards cheaper that I will show at the end of this. Now you buy a card, you open the pack, you'll go through the cards digitally, you'll have a red flasher or something if you pull something really cool, and immediately it will go to your collection, your collection here. And you can go view my collection. You can go to view my collection, and what goes on here is you will see your collection pop up, right? See, I don't have much stuff. You'll see your collection pop up, and this is where all your cards will be. Now here you can trade for an item, so you can trade with people. You can see who listed this, see who wish listed, meaning if there's a card you want and you don't have, you can give it a heart. So like, let's say you are going to stack those 10 bases, you would want to put a heart next to the character you want to stack. So when people go to trade with you, they can look at your wish list and say, oh, they want this, let me give them this for this. And that's really where the money goes for Epack. It's the ability to trade with people globally. You all Marvel fans understand how difficult it is to find people to trade with. On the MCCW, we get really lucky because we have great group members, and we also have great people on Instagram and YouTube with Marvel's Pack Fresh. Like, there's a lot of good connections around here, but Epack is just that level up. And a lot of people who do buy on Epack tend to be people who are more on the sports arena and looking to get to a level of cards to sell or to trade for things, and they're basically trying to stack grails. And get away from boredom, which is, kind of what happens on here. So here are all those options for you. You can turn over the card. So if you have a hard number card, you can kind of read it and see what it is. You can click on it. It'll show you any duplicates you have here. It'll also show you a number of how many you have. And this is the physical card. So this card here can be shipped to you. And this is a great way to tell. This card is not. It's digital. It's part of the free pack thing. It says 1, but no physical sign. All of these cards can be shipped to me, even the Mickey. Whistling a tune. But yes, so all those cards can be physically. So when you get X-Men cards, you're going to see some of them have this physical icon and some that don't. So you'll be able to lock cards, unlock cards. Locking cards is a big deal because if you don't want people to see what you have because you still want to trade, you can lock the cards you completely agree that are off the table and not be hassled, bothered by people hitting you up with trade requests. So that's shop, that's collect, and I will be doing more stuff here with this when it actually gets released today, and I'll do a pack, probably with Pack Fresh, and we'll open up something and I'll walk you through a few more of these features. So if you go to collect and you go to view achievements, This will show you all the achievements you're working on and all that other kind of stuff that we already looked at. How do you hit a sketch? Apparently I did a puzzle. So Dre, what ends up happening with sketches is you can get a sketch out of a pack. So it should show you it as a complete puzzle. I didn't see it as an achievement, but I could be wrong. But I'm pretty sure you would hit it out of a pack. So this is important. This is the trade feature. So if you go to the marketplace, computer's going a little bit slow. On this marketplace, you can kind of see, well, you can see what's available. This is kind of what you need to learn how to navigate the fastest, especially if you're hunting something specifically. Yes, you could type it here, but I would be careful of that because sometimes the combination of words has to be really specific in order to find the card you're looking for. So ownership, only items I own, items I don't own, right? Items on my wish list, right? And remember, I told you, you go to collect, you view my collection, and you hit heart to find the things you want, or you come here to the marketplace and hit heart, and it will add that card to your wish list. You want to go to product and you want to find the product you're looking for. Okay, highlight that product and you can search for that card. So let's say I go here. I'm gonna go. Let's do a classic. Let's go Fleer Ultra. I just had. Well, let's go 2018 Marvel Masterpieces. So load all the cards from Marvel Masterpieces here. Now this is interesting. These are attributes, so you can get only the autograph cards, the physical cards, which is sometimes really important, the redeemed cards. So some cards are going to be redeemed. I don't know if that's going to be the case for an X-Men Metal, but some cards will be redeemed, so you can't use those towards your achievements. So when you're trading, look for that R and make sure you understand you're getting an unredeemed card. Okay? My cat. Make sure you get an unredeemed card. You have serial number card. You can also look up sketches, okay, and see those there. And you can also look at transferable items, right? So things that are, that are able to be taken out of Epack and transferred to you, either shipped to you or sent to ComC. Now, ComC I'll explain at the end of this video, probably in the next 5 minutes. So this is how you navigate the marketplace. Big deal. If you're looking to trade with someone, or let's say I wanted this Rocket Raccoon, right? Well, this is the artist Get Adam, and these are the different owners of these different sketch cards by Get Adam. Let's say I wanted this really cool Wolverine. You would hit Add to Trade, so there you go, and then you click here, Items You Give, and then you would go through here, and I don't have anything for a sketch, so I wouldn't trade him, but I would click it, and then you hit Review Trade, Submit Trade, and then you just wait. Okay, these are your user ratings. For some reason, people will give you 4 stars just to be, but doesn't really matter. Unless you see someone with 2 stars, then be wary, but it's a digital system, so they're going to transfer the cards anyway, so you should be fine. Okay, so now that we reviewed trade items, you have locked items, your locked items, you can rate trades, you have your friends here. In your trade status thing, so here on the trade status, you can see all the different trades you've done and all the different people you've hassled to get cards, the ones you received, accepted, declined, canceled, void. This will help when you're hunting for those rainbows or those achievements, because you're going to want to keep track of what users were able to trade with you and what users didn't, blah, blah, blah. Now your next question should be, well, can I buy cards instead of trading cards with people? The answer officially is no. But you can definitely buy cards from people. I've done it. It does work. Yeah, I've done it. I think it's a great thing to do with other users. And also check with the group. Some people in Epack are actually in the group. And you just be like, hey, it's me. And be, oh, good. I know who you are. What's going on? What do you want? Fair price for this. And just be friendly. Be kind. Today is going to be a mad dash to try to complete the achievements. So everyone's going to be just buying to get full sets, get the bigger achievements, and it's going to be a bit of a bloodbath. So what you want to do is use that to your advantage. If you get a box and you have things that are leaning towards an achievement, wait for people to come to you with things, okay? If you're into sketches, just be searching for sketches. You go to trade, you go to marketplace, and you just hang out there. and just keep your refreshing your search thing until you find what you're looking for. This here is your dashboard, all the information, all that kind of good stuff. So if you go to my dashboard here, you can see all the items. 2070 wish list, available cards, badge earned, and all this kind of good stuff. Resume trade, buy packs. So I've opened that trade, so I have to cancel that trade. It tells you how many received trades you get. This is kind of your main hub. Okay, and this is kind of super important to keep coming back to. Open my packs. So let's say you buy packs and you go through the checkout and you're done. It brings you back to the home page. You're like, wait, where did my packs go? You go to Marvel, my dashboard, open my packs. And it will show you the packs you have there to open. So you don't have to rush to open anything either. You can hold things, you can hang on to things, you can do it for later, buy it at work, but then enjoy it at home, whatever it may be. Connect is here. This is where you can go and see your friends, your block list, your message boards, leaderboards, and your entertainment form. This is a pretty good one. Here's just for chatting. So this person should have clicked trade and then post, and it will go under the trade feature instead of the chat feature. Right now, it's my chat features that's open. So I would have to add custom feed, showing chat. You can just have it show trade instead of chat, or you can have it show both. You can pause feed so you don't lose track of people, add custom feeds. It's a pretty great feature actually. So chat, and then, trade and feature and chat and all that kind of good stuff. So this is where I go and I'd be like, hey, I'm looking for this. And then people will go to your page, clicking on your name. So like Mike, you would see their dashboard, I believe. Yeah. And you would go ahead and be like, oh, they have 252 items. Let me see what they got. Oh, they have stuff on their wish list. Let me see if I have anything. And then you'd want to take a little ride in there and take a gander. Perfect. So you want to check that out several times so far, in fact. Okay, so they're talking about the sketches. Cool, the video that I needed. I'm so glad, Jordan. Good. So, Upper Deck Epack in a nutshell. We buy, trade, collect, walked you through connecting with other people, the trading with other people, the resume trades, the rate trades, the collecting, the shop. So we're totally at the end here. Let me know if you have any comments, questions for me about Upper Deck Epack. This will stay live on my channel, so be sure to check it out. There'll be different content coming out today from different content creators on Instagram, Facebook. So you want to be able to dive in and take your time with it. A lot of people are going to be posting really cool things. My advice for this, some helpful hints, is to understand what you're going to hunt before you get in here. You can enjoy the product, open a pack, open a box. You can do whatever you want. I don't care. But my advice to you, if you're looking for something specific, strategize beforehand. Be familiar with the website, because it might be a feeding frenzy at first, and you want to take your time to figure it out. It's always good to have trade folder, things to trade for, things in the back to trade, and all that kind of stuff. Scandal, hey buddy. It's going to be, metal's coming available today, and it's going to be most likely early afternoon or afternoon. I don't know the specifics. I'm just basing it off what we're usually. Oh, Ian's here. Hey, buddy. Just basing it off what's happened in the past. Yes, Eastern time. So I'm on the East Coast. So yeah, so Eastern time is what you're looking at on my end. Know what you want, get into it, and kind of look for that thing first. You do want to have stuff to trade in case the person doesn't want to sell to you. That can be a difficult buy-in because all of a sudden now you're more invested into the set than maybe you were prepared to. I never seem to go wrong buying one box because of selling inserts, combining cards, having something that they want. I always try my luck with one box, and it gives me a little bit of a buffer. So it just depends on the price point again. So you want to look out for that. I want to join, but I also like to watch. Oh my God, I would love you to join. I can only be on here for another couple of minutes, but I will get Ian Taylor in here so he can join. But yeah, so the other thing I will say is COMC. You want to be aware of COMC. That gets a little tricky, and is probably going to be your best friend. So the other thing to remember with this is that you can go ahead and buy cards. Oh, that's my Facebook. Hey, everybody. Basically, what can happen here is that You will buy cards, right, on Epack, and you can send them either physically to you, the physical ones, remember, or you can send them to CompC and sell them there. The trick about CompC is this. You want to be careful about how you deal with CompC, okay? That is a minefield and can be difficult to navigate. The way you search for things, you have to be pretty specific and looking for that stuff, and you want to be careful on, your word choice. You want to see people posting these things. Again, what will tend to happen is that people will run to Epack, buy a bunch of stuff, get their cards that they're happy with, achieve achievements. So that will happen probably within the week at first, and then people are just going to offload amounts and amounts of cards on CompC. If he enjoys, can we get an interpreter too, please? Dre, Warner, they're amazing artists. So if you're looking for APs from great artists, those guys are just the best. So please check them out. They're just wonderful people. There he is.
Hey!
Hey! Buddy!
Hey! How you doing?
How you doing?
Well, I can see you're teaching everyone how to use Epack.
I woke up to a bunch of messages and I was like, let me run on here and do this real quick. Oh, man. But yeah,
cool.
Yeah.
This is cool. I have to say, I completely agree with what you're saying. You've got to know what you're hunting before you dive in, because it's so easy to get carried away with this and spend more than you're planning to.
Yes. I mean, you remember Fleer Ultra Spider-Man, how crazy that got. I mean, it's nuts that we also have like the 10 digital base, which I'm really surprised they did that.
And there's 100. I was just reading. I haven't looked at the details of it, but there is a combine that's 100 cards.
It's insane.
Which is like bonkers. I think it might be the black parallel.
It's nuts. Let me see. Yes, I think it is the black parallel.
Yeah.
That's what I read too.
Yeah, which is crazy. So there's going to be a lot of things to hunt if you're a character collector.
Yes, a lot.
Especially if you're looking to rainbow a card. So what I always find is if you buy a product on the first day, maybe the second day, you will often find that the trade value of what you pull, regardless of what it is, will actually be more, because the people who are chasing the achievements will overpay for what you've got. So that's why,
and that's the way to hustle.
You're going to go in the first 24 hours and just maximize what you can get out of that one box or that one pack or whatever it is you choose to go in for.
Exactly. And the best way to do that, I mean, it's beautiful advice from my co-host Ian from the MCC pod, if you're not listening, by the way. But yes, like the other really important thing is that you're going to get a lot of trade offers. You don't want to get distracted because you're going to see a lot of eye candy to get what they need. You're going to be like, man, this is crazy. I didn't think this was that important. Maximize that desperation of other people, not rip people off, but it might be the best chance to get to start your set. So like, let's say you want to do the periodics, right? Let's say you're going to go on that mad hunt for that stuff, right? You'd want to use those cards that people are after to get either the low end ones and get many of the low end ones. That way you're not buying a ton of the low end. Yeah. You know what I mean? You can spend all your money on the more harder to find periodics. Like that's what I tend to do for Fleer Ultra Spider-Man.
Absolutely. And you can always use it as an opportunity. If you're not going to be going for the set, you can always use it as an opportunity to buy a box of this and use that to trade for stuff on your wish list.
That's a huge deal.
So it's a good value way of doing it.
If you're hunting sets in the background, like you have a backlog of things you're hunting, getting a box or two of these and just sitting pretty with a bunch of stuff and just finally pry some of that stuff out of people's hands with the newest product, because people get very excited. They look at their old sets and they're like, I don't really like this anymore. This is the shiny new beautiful thing.
And timing is critical.
Very critical.
You've got to do that in the first 24, 48 hours max, because once those achievement hunters, those people who are spending thousands and thousands of dollars on case after case, get to where they're going, it'll drop.
Fast. So let's do the numbers, because math better than I do because I am a simpleton. When you collect and combine 10 copies of any individual Marvel Metal card, digital base. So let's say 10 copies. So we have 10 Gambits. We're going to make one blue base, right?
Yeah.
So let's say we can say Kitty Pride. I don't want to. We'll say Colossus and Kitty Pride for my man Victor. We have 10 of those. Now, if we get 10 sets of those, which is 100, you get the black parallel. So that's 100 cards. Yes, that's 100. Right? Am I doing this right?
Yeah, it's basically like the Fleer Ultra Spider-Man rainbows.
Okay, same thing, right? I'm not missing anything.
Yeah, you have to get 100 of character to get the black. Is how I read it.
That's what I'm thinking too. It's crazy.
It's yeah, and this is going to give that product. People are going to go nuts over it.
Yeah.
If you're at 90, say for example, on a certain character, and someone's got the last ones that you need. You're gonna have gone all that distance, and you're gonna pay whatever they need to get those last few.
Yep, and it's going to be what you really want to do here. So for Fleer Ultra Spider-Man, the thing that helped me out was Stephen Frank, who's the best person ever, just to put him out there. The best person ever, and he helped me do this. I don't know if he's going to this set. This was a long time ago. A very nice guy. You want to be able to get in a group of people who are breaking and be like, look, I specifically want this. If no one else is interested in this, I'll just pay you this and just give them to me, and you'll give you more money for more boxes and packs. And that's kind of what you want to do. You want to have those arrangements with people. I tend to do this with character collectors. I'm not hunting anything specific in this set, so I haven't done it yet, and neither is Ian. So most of the people I know that are doing this are kind of doing themselves. For Miles, the Namor collector, a bunch of good people, Gambit collectors out there. Oh God, Sinister collectors. Right. I mean, it's going to be crazy. So if you're looking to get money for stuff, then you really want to be able to contact those character collectors. If you're looking to hold things over people, and then that's not their best option. But if you are looking to kind of like maximize yourself, you want to find character collectors who will buy those cards off of you. My advice, if you're character collecting this stuff, it's tricky. I wouldn't necessarily spend tons of money on those digital base, if any. I would just wait. The money you want to spend is on the blue parallels, because you're going to need to combine and collect and combine 10 of those blues to get a black, I believe it is, right? Yeah.
Looks like it. That's how I read it.
So the blues are going to be more important for you, like money-wise. Just from a character collector standpoint,
Listen, I've got the one card I wanted from this set.
Oh God, look at that
Black
buyback, people. Hold on, that deserves a little more space on the screen. Thank you very much.
Where is it? It keeps moving around.
Look at that guy. Wow, look at that, clean.
And it's the Omega as well.
That looks really nice too. That stamp, man.
Stunning card.
Nice.
But that's me done for this set, because I'm more of a Spidey rather than an X-Men guy.
That's awesome.
Can I just say, good luck to everyone hunting, because
it's going to be a fun day.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun day. The next week, it's going to be interesting seeing how these go, how it changes the market price of what's already out there on physical release, because that always happens. It's going to be interesting. So whether you're in it from a physical point of view and you're just going in to finish your set, or whether you've waited to get this far because physical supply was so expensive.
It's true.
Have fun.
Yeah, you're going to have a great time. I'm so glad you came on here, man. I didn't think you would be around. This is awesome. So good. So, yeah, enjoy yourself. I hope this was helpful to you. I appreciate you being on here. My best buddy, Ian, hanging out in Sketch Card Hive. What up? Check out the MCC pod. We love doing that show. We love having you on there and listening. We appreciate it. But I hope you have a great day, and let us know if you need anything. We'll be in the group. Today is going to be a mad dash. So let's have some fun, guys. All right. Bye, everybody. Later.
Take care. Bye-bye.